predict is going to happen if I unscrew one of the light bulbs?
Asking open-ended questions is an effective way to stretch children's curiosity, reasoning ability, creativity, and independence. Open-ended questions are those questions for which any reasoned and relevant response is acceptable. These questions draw on children's thoughts, knowledge, skills, experiences, and feelings. They encourage children to wonder about the world and seek answers.
Dear scientists, yesterday you wondered about bean seeds. Think about how you might investigate our wonders. Do you have more wonders?
In this video, you'll see teachers asking open-ended questions for a range of purposes: to stimulate interest in a topic or activity, to deepen understanding or clarify thinking, to plan for or reflect on a project. As you watch, pay attention to how the teachers demonstrate genuine curiosity about children's thinking, clarify the boundaries of the question, and model respectful listening. Open-ended questions can stimulate interest in a topic or activity. Kindergarten teacher Susie Slider uses open-ended questions to generate excitement about using watercolor paints.
What do you know about watercolor paints? What do you already know? Alexander.
That the only way they could work is if you dip the paintbrush in water and then dip it in the paint.
What kinds of things could we paint with watercolors? Daniel?
A rainbow.
Michael?
Flowers.
Alexander?
A sun.
Deb?
Signs of spring.
Arlette?
The night.
Keegan?
Anything.
Yeah. Tyreek?
You can make it all black.
There's a black here. Let's try it. Black like the night.
Oh, that's so black. Whoa, that's so black.
So, Dia, what else could we paint?
Purple.
What could we do with purple?
Make it into a circle.
We could do shapes. You guys were learning about shapes, thinking about shapes around us this morning. Could paint shapes with these. Take one more. Arlette, what else could we do?
Pink.
What could we paint pink? What could you paint?
With the rainbow.
So, as Keegan said, you can paint anything.
Fourth grade teacher Natricia Rakestraw uses an open-ended question to generate interest in a scientific investigation.
We're going to learn today what's called a parallel circuit. So why doesn't everyone go like this? Right now, you're making parallel lines with your arms. So I made kind of parallel lines with my wires. Okay, they kind of look like your arms right now. So in a parallel circuit, the electrons, they can choose either which path to go down. What do you predict is going to happen if I unscrew one of the light bulbs?
Show me what eye to eye need looks like.
You think it's going to turn off? Do you think both of them will turn off?
Yeah, because one is screwed off and then it can't go through and then the other one's going to turn off.
Hannah, what do you think?
I think the brighter one is gonna stay because this time it's a parallel and they all connect.
You guys have a lot of predictions. You're gonna get the chance to try this.
Open-ended questions can help children deepen their understanding or clarify their thinking on a topic. Fifth grade teacher Rhonda Eckenroth uses open-ended questions to help students dig deeper into a book they're reading.
Okay, so if you had to use one word, I want you to take 10 seconds to think this through. One word to describe Ramo. What word might you use based on what you just said and what you've read in the text? Think about that and be ready to share an answer.
Close your eyes and hold up either a 1, a 2, or a 3.
I'm trying to think of the word.
Open your eyes, I'm going to show you.
If you get your answer, let me know.
Everyone else, I need you to vote. Close your eyes, Jordy. Close your eyes, Sharnae.
Are you trying to think of a unique word? Okay.
Wait.
10 more seconds. Are you thinking of a word in Spanish?
Put your fingers down.
I can say the word, but it doesn't come out.
Okay, well, you could say it the best you can, and we'll try to figure it out together, okay? Angelina, be ready to help me with that, okay? All right, so what word might you use to describe Ramo denies?
Sarcastic.
Why sarcastic?
Because he said that he doesn't care if, well, probably a little bit sarcastic because he said he doesn't care if the boat doesn't come back tomorrow or nothing, and then Karina said, oh, why would you say such a thing?
Okay, so you have evidence from the text. Do you have any evidence from your prior knowledge?
Well, I think he's sarcastic because
Open-ended questions can be part of a planning process. Third grade teacher Kat Culbertson uses questions to help a child think about a writing project.
So the main office of what?
the main office of the manager's store.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been into a office of a store? Oh, do you know anybody who might have? So you're gonna add?
Brother.
Your brother's been in one? Okay, so you might have to ask your brother tonight, what does it look like inside the manager's store? Because I'm writing about it and I need to add that in as my setting. What would you picture it to look like? Is it big? Is it a small office?
I think it's a small.
Okay. What would be on the desk?
Like papers and a cup with pens and pencils.
Oh, okay. I think that would be fine to add in there.
11.
Fourth grade teacher Andy Ducis uses open-ended questions to help children extend learning in a science investigation.
This is a lot of thought went into this, huh? It actually looks just like you drew.
Yeah, it is.
You think it's strong, sturdy? Now, what do you think about maybe using an angle instead of going straight up?
Yeah, but if the cubes fall off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So you want the flat roof to hold the cubes.
To pull this all together, let's sit in while third grade teacher Caltha Crow asks children to think about what they can learn from observing their bean seeds. Notice the way she uses open-ended questions to engage children and help them explore ideas.
I wonder why the beans are brown and black. I wonder why there's a white dot in the middle. I wonder why some are different sizes. How might we observe them to find that out? Julia?
Well, the ones that are bigger might be grown bigger, and the ones that are smaller haven't been grown as much.
So how might our investigation and our watching them help us figure that out?
Well, we can get a bunch that are the same size, and then we can put them one near the sun and one in a dark part. See if the ones near the sun grow bigger and the ones near the dark stay smaller.
Just gonna write this down. So then our hypothesis might be that the smaller ones didn't have as much light. What would be another way we could investigate to see if we can figure out why some are bigger and some are smaller, Janet?
Well, I'm adding a little to Julia's. Maybe we could put a little dirt in the dark spot and a little water in the light spot and see which one helps it grow.
So we could investigate more or less water?
Yes.
Are there any other possible variables we could look at?
As we've just seen, open-ended questions can be very effective to stimulate interest in a topic or activity, to deepen understanding or clarify thinking, to plan for or reflect on a project.